As we wrap up the fourth week of the session, we finally got the long-awaited special audit report from Legislative Audit on DHS and the Medicaid system. As we looked through the report, there were several things that concerned us in the report. Obviously, the amount of money that has been improperly spent in the system. These values that are included in the report are simply values associated with the samples that were looked at. But more importantly than the money, I believe the issues that we see that bother us the most are those with the structural and the organizational component of Medicaid. In particular, we saw some really shocking things in the report. One had to do with a doctor who was convicted of containing sexually explicit material that involved a minor who, I believe in 2012, 70% of his patients were under the age of 18. So that's shocking. There's also structural issues with Medicaid, particularly in the Program Integrity Unit, the way the reporting is done in that unit. Program Integrity is essentially the watchdog of Medicaid to make sure that there isn't waste, fraud, and abuse in the system. But the current Program Integrity Unit is buried under levels of management. We see where there were some Program Integrity reports that were held back and not distributed. I would like to find out more about why those reports weren't issued. We see some other issues with eligibility. Eligibility is an area where when you've got 780,000 people in a system, if you don't have, or if you have people in the system that shouldn't be getting the services, then you can easily run up a lot of charges in the system. That's where the waste, fraud, and abuse can exist the most, is providing either improper services or providing the services to people who don't qualify for the services. So we've got a lot to look at in the report, a lot to digest. I believe we'll end up with a Legislative Audit Committee meeting where we bring DHS personnel in to help answer questions that are raised by this report.